Hello everyone and welcome back to Chrono Trigger. This is episode 2. Last time we got an introduction to the world, the Millennial Fair. Only one every 1,000 years. We're not going to have one of those anytime soon, unless of course it is some sort of invention that's just supposed to be teleporting, but maybe, just maybe, something interferes with the technology and sends you 400 years back in time with a sort of missing princess, and then there's a queen, but then the queen is actually the princess in disguise as Marl at the festival, and there's a frog knight, and he's very cool. Do I need to say any more? Instant classic. I'm very excited to be playing this game, and for it to just have an immediate feel-good vibe to it, from the music and the presentation, and coming from someone that doesn't have a lot of experience in the 2D JRPG space. This is amazing. Running up the auto battle, just for the mob fights, of course, it goes faster. We have a level increase. But yes, just like straight up immediate classic, and it makes me very excited to experience a lot of the other Squaresoft 90s games. I know that this is probably a little more on the, how do I describe this? This is the one of the last ones that they did before 3D started getting pushed. So I guess obviously, by playing like Final Fantasy 1 through to 6, all of those games came out before this one. So that's also fun. Oh my god, this happened to me last time, didn't it? I tried to grab this item and I got ambushed. I think I might have to be like super quick, because it disappears after. I might have to be really quick with it. I don't know. Damn. These enemies are hungry today. So yeah, while playing, the earlier Final Fantasy games, it's going to be a little bit of going backwards through the timeline almost. I haven't decided which Final Fantasies I'll play and when. But I'm excited regardless to see what it's like. And obviously there's me slowly getting used to the Super Nintendo era of video games as well, which is very exciting. There's quite a few of those that are on my to-do list, in my backlog to play. So hopefully this is the start of something real special. Man, I was really pressing it. It might just be a trap. It might legitimately not even be a real item, and it's just a bait that gets me ambushed. But there is a prompt to pick up the item. I might just have to be super speedy, I don't know. But if this goes well, people enjoy the playthrough and I have a great time, which is, undoubtedly going to be the case. I hope what that can mean is a lot of playthroughs can be done of this same variety, Go and spend some time in the 90s where games were coming out every year from the same developers, and it was like, how is this possible? A generational streak of Squaresoft going into Square Enix, where there was occasionally like a gap of a year or two, but then just firing on all cylinders. Just amazing to witness. I grew up in that sort of the late 90s, early 2000s run of Final Fantasy 7, and then 2 years later, 8. And then from that point on, 1 year consistently, 9, 10, 11, Kingdom Hearts, just crazy, And then I can't really I'm not sure on the exact release dates for Final Fantasies 1 through to 6. I think 89 was the first one. Hey, little guy. You're gonna regret this. I think Final Fantasy VI was the year before this one, in 1994. And I'm not sure if there was any other Squaresoft Super Nintendo games after this one either before, you know, they kind of stopped their Nintendo partnership and moved on to PlayStation with 7. But it's exciting nonetheless. And the victory music plays as we've gone back to the place that we arrived. And sure enough, there is something here for us to return back home. So, how do we get home? Well, Your Highness, please, call me Marl. Well then, Marl, observe. Whoa! Luca, you're amazing. Sorry, I should be more humble in front of... oh god, I accidentally pressed the button. I should be more humble in front of you, considering she's a princess. Enough already, I'm a princess, but what's that mean? I can't do anything special. But you're incredible. I'd trade my name for your genius in a heartbeat. Well, if you say so. Anyway, I call these distortions gates. Now, they're basically portals to the same location in a different time. But gates are unstable. That's why they appear and disappear all the time. So I use the principle behind my telepod device to create this gate key. It's what's locking the gate in place. But why did this gate suddenly appear in the first place? Either the telepod had something to do with it, or something else made it. This is starting to sound complicated. Why don't we head back to our own time for now? Alright, coming Chrono. Yes, why don't we head back to our own time for now? Just a normal statement to make. Luca is very smart and resourceful to be able to have a device built for a specific purpose, have it malfunction, and then also invent a device that can then control the mistake. I mean, like, okay, now I can hold gates that of time distortion open, and apparently they pop up from time to time. Who would have thought? It's really cool to go into a game that has, you know, Chrono in the title, which is, you know, it's a measurement of time when we go like chronological order, and you know, the already use it like chronicle and whatever chronology with history, and it's got the timepiece on the logo, but at the same time you still don't really know what you're getting into, how time can even play a factor in a game. Like at first glance you could read the title and go, it could, for all I know, be a gun that you can shoot and it stops time. You know what I mean? Like it's a time gun. There's no way to know based on a title like that, especially where there are a lot of games that you can't really discern much from the title. You're going to be like, it's something to do with time. It's just very exciting to actually see it applied, and like there's this element of we're in the fair and you've got people talking about the war from hundreds of years ago, and then you're there, you know? And they're like, hey, it's because everything went well, we can have this fair today. And then to maybe slowly realize, do I have a part to play in that? Because of our ability to, you know, save the queen and travel back and stuff like that. That's really cool to see how can we change stuff? What are the rules of time in this game? There's only one way to find out, by getting Marl to stop jumping up and down and read the dialogue. Woo, we made it! Please, I want to stop jumping. I'm so tired. Chrono, Luca, why don't you come back with me to the castle? It would give me a chance to thank you properly for everything. I'm really sorry for putting you through all this, Marl. Well, what are you talking about? It was the most fun I'd had in months, and I made new friends too. Chrono, be a gentleman and take her home. I still need to do a little more snooping into why that gate appeared. See you again soon, Luca. Well, Chrono, are you ready to escort me home? I'll tell you one of the more notable things that I realized about the dialogue in this game in comparison to Final Fantasy 7 or 8 as an example of games that I played in a similar time period is I really do like the contextual speech bubbles dependent on where like you're positioned, of course, like they can kind of move about. This game has at least the ability to switch it from top to bottom based on, I guess, what suits the scene. I'm like cranking my neck up to read more often than not. Kind of wish that the bubbles were brought down closer to the speaker. Has anything changed here? Oh, there's nothing like a good fair. Have you heard the gossip? Is there new gossip? Just between us, I heard that the king is tearing his hair out over his tomboy of a daughter. Yes, of course. Just once, I'd like to meet her and see how wild she really is. Well, about that. The merchants who were in the square have all left to restock. Why not pay a visit to the town market? Okay, merchants have left. My dear old wife made that lunch for me. Always the highlight of my day. Okay, the robot battle is still here. There he is. Okay. It seems like maybe the fair is still going. The merchants are gone, though. Drinking contest. Step right up. Oh, my God. Okay. The drinking contest is still in play. That's never going anywhere, I guess. Not bad. 5 silver points on your card. Yeah, see? There was a big war hundreds of years ago against the Fiend Lord's armies. My mum said if we'd lost, we would be having a fair like this today. Great. So we're going to go back in time. We're going to help win the war against the Fiend Lord. And then there's going to be like... I'll have to try and stop some woman from falling in love with me because I might accidentally become my own ancestor, right? Get me away from here. I heard the princess snuck out of the castle again. You're not going to believe this, pal. The race is still going. We should go home. I should check in. It's been 400 years since I saw you last. Ah! Well, this is a pleasant surprise. I've never seen you bring any girls around except for Luca. Who's this pretty new friend? I'm Marl. Nice to meet you. Marl, you say? Have we met somewhere before? I could swear I recognize you. Perhaps it's just my imagination. Ah, yeah. Imagination. Yeah, so this is where I hang out. Don't read that. That's all of my private thoughts and feelings. Rest for a while. No, I paid the 10 gold at the inn like a normal patron. Never know if there's like a scene that you could have if you go home. So we've introduced Marl to the mother. Elaine must be down at the pier again. That Fritz, where could he be? Oh, hello there. What can I do for you? Actually, we are pretty liquid right now, which is actually awesome. So I'm going to go shopping. Here's an iron bow gun for you. Here's a maiden suit for you, madam. Bronze armor, 6 defense. Oh, but also bronze helm as well. Double defense. Yeah, sure. Yeah. This was what I was looking forward to. I was like, we do have a nice amount of items to buy because of all of those sweet, sweet monsters we slew back in the day. So we'll stock up on more of these. They're ridiculously cheap, actually. Like, I'm actually kind of shocked. I'm like, why is this shit so cheap? Only 10? I'm used to them costing like 100 minimum. Now, in regards to the rest, I don't know if there's gonna be other party members that maybe I might want to give them stuff. So we'll see how that goes. Equip that. You can equip that. Lovely. Upgrades. Beautiful upgrades. Thank you very much. You're welcome. I'm just happy I can afford it. Shall we go to the pier? A mysterious whirlpool sometimes appears near here. What do you suppose could cause such a thing? If only my dear Fritz would return, I'd ask for nothing more. He left on a journey and he's not yet returned. Don't worry, I'll go back in time to the day he left and tell him not to go. Easy, right? This one surprises me. Because I think we had this option last time, right? And I said, well, I've got a fair to go to. I don't think I'm catching the ferry right now. It kind of, how much freedom do we have? How much freedom do we have, really? They'll go, oh, sorry, the ferry's not running right now. Nah, I'm going. I've kidnapped the princess, apparently. The king's gonna have my head. We're going across the world. You know what? If a game allows me to do something, I'm gonna say fuck it and I'll give it a go. We'll see what happens. I'm here now. Let's go find Fritz. I want to ride the ferry. I take the ferry every chance I get. Awesome. You ain't seen a man called Fritz now, have you? I'm gonna go start poking around in everyone's house. You wanna go to the fair? Gran and Gramps went to the Millennial Fair in truce. We're keeping an eye on the house. You're gonna have to get used to this. There's gonna be a lot of this. Of me walking around being curious. Snail stop. Oh, it's a bar. Some monsters can coexist with humans. Take that piano player, for instance. Oh, that's a piano over there. Okay, cool. 4 centuries ago, a woman named Fiona died, trying to revive the great forest that once flourished to the north. It's a sad tale. 4 centuries ago, you say? Like, to the exact year of 600 AD? Let me make a note of that. Actually, genuinely, I probably should. A little bit of note-taking never hurt anybody. Especially in an era that really wanted to sell you strategy guides. Now, I'm no stranger to Squaresoft JRPGs in the 90s and absolutely stupid levels of obscure side questing, which means this is a blind playthrough. I might miss a whole bunch of stuff unknowingly, and that's just part of the process, right? I'm not looking up a guide. I don't want to look up a guide. I want to naturally explore the world and be rewarded with my own curiosity and inquisitiveness, see what we can find, take note of things instead of like, oh, how do I do everything? Give me a guide. That's not what we're here for. So I might miss some things and we're all just going to have to accept it. All right. But, and the important thing is, there's always the chance to revisit a game, especially if it's a masterpiece, and maybe explore some things that were missed. So we'll make multiple save files, right, as backups. Maybe in the future I can revisit some points if there's something missed that can be explored. Especially a game like this, that it's giving you this sort of idea of you can maybe go back in time and do something, and maybe you can also choose not to. So it's an exciting prospect. So I'll make a note. We'll have a little notepad ready, and I'll say Fiona, 4 centuries ago, 600 AD, Great Forest Revival fail. So we'll see what happens there, won't we? Everyone's off to that festival, bunch of lazy sots. I'm the piano man, what do you want me to play? Something upbeat. Hey, the monster did indeed speak, because that is something that has been established in the game, which was absolutely hilarious when he was like, well, Gonna go pray to the statue before I clock onto my shift. Shift at the monster factory. Little dude's going hard right now. This has massive boss theme vibe. This is a boss theme. The energy of this is undeniable, right? The bass, dude? Who did the soundtrack for Chrono Trigger? Is this an Uematsu joint? Because, I mean, the DNA, I feel it. I'm gonna look up Chrono Trigger composer. Yasunori Mitsuda is the composer, actually, so I apologize, I wasn't familiar with your game. Mitsuda worked on music with Nobuo Uematsu, both of them. That was it. That was his first game. That's his first game. They cooked. Incredible. Some other games in here as well, like Xenogears, which I did mention. Sweet. All right, that's exciting. So Mitsuda, but also Uematsu did have a role to play. Of course. I'm the piano man. What do you want me to play? Play me a sad one. Oh, it's too beautiful. I have to leave. I can't. It's a masterpiece. Oh man, they're too good. Immediately, I just got treated to 2 bangers. I assume I'll hear those songs normally in the game, right? Oh my god, why? Why did I think to not travel across the world to maybe get another sword? I don't own a pea shooter. Does Luca have a pea shooter, or is it something else? I'm not gonna buy one on the off chance that she might not have it, because she probably does. Whoa, open plan in? You guys just walk in and see people sleeping? 20 G paid in advance. No. 20 G's so people can watch me sleep? What a ripoff. No way, I'm looking for a guy about a Fritz. All right, the mayor of Por, or Pore. I don't know how it's pronounced. The children are slipping away from us. It's so painful to see. I hate my dad more than anyone in the whole world. Dad loves money more than he loves me. I run this town and I'm so rich I don't know what to do with it all. Give you 10 G if you can spin around 3 times and cluck like a chicken. 10? I'll do it for 10,000. Okay. That was great. Here you go, 10 G. Don't spend it all in one place. Stupid. Well, there we go. I've humiliated myself for the price of a room back in my hometown. 2 magic chests. Everybody says Daddy's greedy. That's not true, is it? Yeah, he's actually the worst actual monster. So the mayor is greedy as a defining personality trait. All right. At this point, the alarm bells, they're ringing in my head. They say, stop this. They say, stop. Stop. Because you're going where no man has gone before. And you should probably just chill the fuck out and take Marl back to the castle. I didn't have to take the ferry. I could just walk. I could just walk over the bridge, right? Because the bridge isn't busted right now. Because it's not in wartime. I'm opening a stall at the fairgrounds. Drop by if you get a chance. Oh, I do love me a good fair. I'm going to forget my troubles with, oh my god, there's so many people. I'm on my way to the Millennial Fair. Oh, fair, we're going to the fair. thought I had to see what this millennial fair fuss is about. How gorgeous is the pixelated god rays coming through the clouds in the background, though, as well. Isn't it nice that the bridge is intact? You know? No one's fucking it up. You get to see people traveling to the thing. That's very fun. Here's me thinking that that town was going to be on a different continent with no bridge. I'm silly. I could have just walked there. Reducing the form factor of a bipedal robot without compromising balance is tougher than I thought. Oh, Chrono, hurry up and escort the princess back to the castle. Hold on now, Luca. I'm being too curious for my own good. Don't you know how that works? Luca and Taban are always off tinkering on their latest inventions. Oh. I bought you this apple with what we earned today. Oh, you're so thoughtful. Romance is not dead. Romance is not dead. Unless that's not... Unless Taban is your son and not your husband. I don't actually know the relationship. You guys siblings? No, you're Papa Bear, aren't you? You're Papa Bear. You are Papa Bear, for sure. I think they might have addressed that at the fair, but you know, like getting thrown back in time 400 years, you kind of lose sense of who's who. Oh, Luca's friends. Yeah, you're definitely Papa Bear. That was nice. We got to witness him bring Lara an apple. And now we'll go to the castle. What if we want to go explore the ruins of where a cathedral used to be? Let me save on the world map. Because there's so much work what I just did. Walking around, buying stuff. Homecoming. It's kind of cool that there's an element to this game that there's random encounters, but there's also the ability to move past a lot of enemies, and it isn't random encounters in the traditional sense of like you run 2 steps and it goes dun 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 dun. You know, I really like that because there's a bit. It feels like I have a bit more freedom and control over navigating the environment instead of like endless random battles, and I can choose to engage or not for the most part, and that's awesome. I like it. Princess Nadia. Are you all right? Where on earth have you been? We'd heard you were abducted. We had soldiers combing the entire kingdom for you. You back there, you're the one, aren't you? Thought you'd kidnap the princess. No, Chrono only... Seize him! Seize the filthy terrorist! He deceived our princess and plotted to overthrow the crown! No, you mustn't. Oh my god. Hey man, times have changed. Hey, back in 600 AD, they would have never treated me like this. They would have said, thanks for returning the princess. Here, you can rest in the knight's quarters. You can eat whatever the fuck you want. Here's a shower. People are so rude now in the 1000 AD. Stop this right now. What are you fools doing? But Her Highness the Princess said... It doesn't matter what she said. Seize him. Oh. Chrono. Oh, wow. Oh my god, am I being judged in the High Court of Guardia? The stained glass window is gorgeous. Incredible. I, your Chancellor, shall serve as prosecutor. I, Pierre, represent the defense. I don't know you. Members of the court, I will now bring forth the defendant Chrono, who is charged with the abduction of Princess Nadia. What shall be his fate? To burn at the stake, perhaps? To feel the tickler? Or hang upside down? Or shall we employ the guillotine? The choice is yours, good jurors. Now, let us begin. We shall first hear the testimony of the defense. Chrono is charged with premeditated abduction of royalty. The question is, how could he be guilty of a crime that never occurred? The prosecution would have you believe that the defendant kidnapped the princess. However, the truth is quite to the contrary. Not only was their meeting a coincidence, but it was the princess herself who asked Chrono if she could join him. Is this true? Who was responsible for initiating contact? We both ran into each other, didn't we? We were like, dun, 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 dun. And well, shit, man. I guess me, because I ran in. But then I should probably line up with the defense and say, yeah. I don't want to overthink this because, what if, Marl has probably provided a witness statement and maybe I have to line up with her side of the story. We both initiated contact. So I'm going to say Marl, I was just walking and she ran into me. I definitely didn't run into her. Are you so certain? Our witnesses say that you were the one who bumped into the princess. Oh, I'm sorry. So you already have the truth. You already have the truth. Oof. Ouch. Having subdued the princess, the defendant then coerced her into visiting Luca's little sideshow. There were countless witnesses to this. Shortly thereafter, both the princess and the defendant vanished. If that is not criminal abduction, I don't know what is. Oh my god, we're getting more of a crowd perspective now, which is cool. Several other acts have also been brought to my attention that call the defendant's character into question. Objection! This cannot possibly have any relevance to the case. Care to respond, Chancellor? Chrono's character is at the very core of this case, Your Honor. This evidence will show that his testimony cannot be trusted. Very well. We have nothing to hide. I would like to call a witness who can vouch for the defendant's good character. That man brought me my kitty back. Oh my god. Thank you, mister. Oh my. No way. How about that? The man before you is a fine, upstanding youth. He deserves to be honored, not put on trial. He's a kitten rescuer. Ew, looks like they're buying it. The real issue here is motive. Was there any motive for this good youth to kidnap Princess Nadia? No, there was none. Pardon me, but I believe the motive was quite clear. Greed. Her fortune did tempt you, did it not, Chrono? No. Are you sure you weren't in the least bit tempted? Not at all. Good people, please remember that the defendant claims he had no interest whatsoever in the princess's wealth. Yeah, she didn't fucking have shit. She had the worthless sentimental pendant and starting gear. No riches to behold, my guy. Plus, I didn't know she was a princess at the time. Just that she was just Marl. Allow me to introduce our next witness. I saw it with my own eyes. dear me, I'm so nervous. That man grabbed the pendant right after he bumped into the princess, before he even checked to see if she was okay. Oh no, was that actually a choice? Oh no, was that actually a choice? Whoa, that's actually crazy to think about. Did I do that? I did do that. Did I do that? Wow. Could I have talked to her first? I didn't even think about that. I just said, I'll pick up, when you bump into someone, they drop something, you go, let me get that for you. And then you go, here you go. Are you okay? Shit. This citizen's final piece of testimony should eliminate any lingering traces of doubt. I heard it from the princess's own lips, clear as could be. Hey, there's no need to drag me by the arm like a kidnapper. Oh my God, no, because no, because we rushed away from her. Oh my, no. Oh no. I didn't realize. No. Oh my God, the implications of my actions. That's actually insane. I could have just stood there and waited. And then Marl wouldn't have said such a silly, incriminating sentence. Oh, is that all? I can go now. Goodbye, everyone. Nothing more, Your Honor. The prosecution rests. Hey, she said, like a kidnapper, no need to grab me like you kidnapper, you know what I mean, End of the jury, it is time for a verdict. If you believe the defendant guilty, stand to the left, innocent to the right. Not guilty. 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 Oh my, I'm so freaking scared. No. Guilty. Oh no, it's 3-1. Please. Hey, quick, not guilty, please. Oh my God, oh, thank you. Not guilty. Oh no, what's happening? Oh my God. Not guilty. I'm on the edge of my seat. How many more are there? Oh no. You old codger, you, please. No, guilty. Oh my God. Oh no, there's no, wait, surely there's someone else. Did you have anyone else? Hey, is that an odd number? They do an odd number to avoid a tie, don't they? Oh my God. Order in the court. A verdict has been reached. The defendant has been found guilty as charged. He is to be placed in solitary confinement for a period of 3 days, after which he will be executed for his crime. Can we just rush to the execution? I don't want to have to wait 3 days if it's going to happen. Take him away. Stop! Princess Nadia! This is what I was hoping for. I'm like, I really need Marl to kind of step in here. This shit's getting out of hand. This is getting crazy. That's quite enough, young lady. But, Father, all I asked was for you to remain at the castle and behave like a princess. What's done is done. Even royalty must obey the laws of the land. Leave the rest up to the Chancellor and forget about your little escapade in town. We are through here. Chrono! Hey. I'm impressed, genuinely, with how gripping a scene like that is, I think this is it's just one of those time periods with video games where, obviously we're in a 2D pixelated style, and there's a lot more of just like your creative imagination that goes into filling out the scene. And like the dialogue is really good and the music is great. The pacing is amazing. And I love going back to older games. I always love going back and playing older games, especially when they're like well-loved ones and I want to get a piece of the pie and see why it's so good. And then you immediately feel why. This is one of those games. It's just so cool to see a scene like that play out and go, you know, recognize how immersed you feel in the moment, where I'm like, I actually have no idea how this scene plays out and if it can even play out differently, which is really fun because it made me think about choices that I'd made that felt completely inconsequential. The moment of walking away from her buying like an item is hilarious. This man is a seditionist who meant to overthrow our kingdom. He has been found guilty by trial. I trust him to your care. So this is the monster who abducted the princess. His execution is 3 days hence. See that he is still here to attend it. Yes, sir. Guards! Hey, if anyone's got one of those time gate thing distortions, drop me in. Take the prisoner away. Oh my god. Okay. No way. I'm cooked. This is immediately something that makes me want to like go back and see how my choices can change things. Obviously, I'm not going to do that. Nice. I got a HP and MP restoration. We got the old ball and chain. And I've got myself a save point. This is where we are. There's part of me that wants to say that this game is like, I'm gonna get a guilty verdict, like whether I know it or not. But then there is an actual genuine part of me that's also like, I can't say that for sure. I don't know if any decision I make, like even on that level, could potentially affect something. And that's the magic of a first time playthrough, honestly, is when you go through the game having knowledge or like, you know, on replays and stuff, you start to figure out how things work mechanically and it becomes a different kind of experience. So I'm just going to relish in the mystery. I love asking those sort of rhetorical questions of like, wow, could I have done that differently? We'll never know until next time, you know? Hey, let me out. Pipe down, you. Pipe down, you. How many times do I have to tell that filthy... If he won't quiet down, I'll quiet him down. Open the door. Shit. Ow. Okay. Prison break time. That's what you get for not doing what you're told. Oh my god, get him. Immediate, like, exclamation mark. That's so funny. Where do you think you're going? Oh my god, I'm prison breaking. Let me turn off auto battle, because that went really quick. Okay. Without even thinking, they didn't take my shit. Oh my god, that's mistake. That's mistake number one. Mistake number one was putting me here in the first place. You dullards. But mistake number two, putting me in jail with all of my shit. I thought I was going to have to go and get it. That's all right. Off we go. Off we go. Let's do a prison break. Let's open all the gates. You're free to leave. Wait, what? Can you only open one at a time fully? Oh. Okay. There's chests in there. How do I How do I get in there? Bummer, dude. Okay. Switch broke? Maybe there's something I can do. What are these? Oh. Huh? Sentry. They defend. Okay, okay, okay. Oh my god, they're positional. So, wait. Dude, that's really cool. Okay. Wow. They have like opportunities where you can damage them in a different direction. That's another cool way about this game in terms of how enemies move around. I don't think I can move around, so I think it's just waiting for a moment of opportunity like that. Enemies in a 2D space, man. We do what we can. Up or down. Let's go this way. Windy up here. I don't know if this is going to go to where the warden is, because obviously I recognize the bridge, but oh no, there's multiple. Okay, it's going to be a gamble then. Prison break. Oh, never mind. Oh, what's that? Oh. Oh, that's so fun. Hey, man, I'm freeing you. Lancer. You don't want to be free, man? That's all right. To release you, your spirit can now be at peace. Can I have that spear or no? You took the spear with you, you bastard. Why have you been waiting here this whole time? That was... Oh, my God. Why is it always the gate on the left? Oh, there's an opening. There is an opening. Okay. How do I get there? How do I get over there? There he is! Royal Guard, you are slain. I'm making this not pretty in terms of like my case, right? I've now killed multiple Royal Guards. I was innocent. I'm now a murderer. Like, that makes my case worse. I kidnapped the princess. I was going to be executed anyway, but it's now murder. So, I mean, I guess I didn't really have a fucking choice, did I? Oh my god, am I... Oh. Okay. He is unconscious. Ah, nice. Okay. There's one unconscious guard. The rest are dead. Well, I mean, maybe we could just, say, they got knocked out and they vanished. Sure. Oh my god, there's an Iron Maiden in there. I don't know which way is the proper way out. Yeah. Yep. I was faced the wrong way, but it still worked. Oh my god, who are you? Help me, please! Free him from the guillotine. I don't know who you are or what you're capable of, but I was put in here for nothing, and maybe you were put in here for nothing. Yes. Now I have to try and figure out, is that hair? Yes, it is. Like, thank you. That was close. Fritz reveal. I went on the ferry and traveled around the world looking for you, and I found you in a dungeon right back where I left. I'm Fritz. My father runs the market in True. Stop by if you're ever in the area. what happened to you that you ended up in a guillotine? Oh my god. What the hell? Imagine not freeing him. If you get the opportunity to free someone from a guillotine, you're like, you have to ask the question, what are you doing in here, man? How did you get in here? And maybe you might just actually find out that it's a guy that you were looking for. Oh my god, you actually have Dragoon tech. That is so cool. God damn, they got jump. Didn't realize. Like, I know that you're a Lancer, but I didn't realize you were training to be a Dragoon. Cool. All right. Well, I have enough potions to last me forever, which is nice. I don't know the way out, so we're just going to keep going in a direction until we maybe find the way out, and then I'm going to go the other way because there's other places to go. What do you think you're doing? I'm definitely knocking you unconscious, right? Yes, sure. No murder today, just hitting you with the butt of my sword. All right, so am I climbing? I'm climbing up. I expect I should probably be trying to go down then, considering the height. Maybe this might take me to... Oh my god, okay. And then there's further up that way as well. I'm trying to get down to that particular cell, I guess. If I can just walk past those sentries because they're guarding the upstairs section. This is one hell of a prison tower, man. There's someone in there. Get him. Nice. This one actually opens. Oh, okay. It was 1 second too late. He was perished. He was not long for this world. Okay. Just when I thought I found a friend. Oh, now that works out swimmingly for me. Thank you. Oh, you can see which direction they're about to head, I think. Very nice sentry. Not very good at their jobs. Well, now I kind of want to go back this way. Oh, all right. What about this side? More jails. More jail cells. There's a way out. There you go. There's a hole in the wall. This one's already open. Oh, cool. Thick. Okay. Yeah, I made it to this one. Another shelter. Is that a hole in the floor as well? Or can I... I'm trying to understand how the climbing thing works, so I can't go off to the side, so I think I can't climb down further. This does go to this other jail cell, right? It does. Oh my god. 1,500 gold and a silver sword, which is not what I can wield, right? Oh no, I can wield a sword. I'm not sure because there's sword, blade, and saber. And what's the one that Frogman can have? It was the blade, wasn't it? Can't remember. Can I climb up? I can. Oh my god. I climb through the hole. Let's go. Okay, so you can't move You can move to the side when it's the ledge that you can go onto. Okay. Learning how to climb, I guess, a 2D space as well. This is a first for me. Don't think I can go up any higher. Yeah. Cool. I got to where I wanted to be. Where else haven't we gone yet? This goes up a couple more bits. There was another pathway somewhere else. Trying to have this mapped out in my head. I feel like maybe this is the way out. I'm not sure where the position of this place is. It seems like we're really high up with the whole wind and stuff. Maybe we're on a cliff edge and it goes down lower. I'm gonna do the thing where interesting. I thought technically I'd be able to kill it because of my position. All right, I have to think about it's my perspective as a gamer, not Chrono's perspective in terms of how he's positioned. Like, technically I'm on the side of the sentry, but because I can't personally see the exposed enemy, it will not work. Lesson learned. Okay, you're gonna see. Okay, you're gonna spawn in. He woke up from his nap. Sorry, mate. I've got to do this. I got to go check out another location. It's very important. We're getting XP. I can't complain about it. So I want to go... I think what I want to do from here is I go down this level to the right, and that's the only place I haven't checked yet. Oh, man. Wrong one. That's me accidentally flicking the thumbstick instead of the D-pad to choose my targets. So don't do that, because the thumbstick flicks back and forth. All right, so I think this is the new... I haven't gone over here yet. Oink. Nice. So it would have been nice if I chose this pathway first, because then I wouldn't be backtracking, but... Oh, God. So you're the one's gone and slipped his cellar? Who's this? The jailer. Oh, my God. Get him with a wind slash. Yeah. Oh, cyclone. Okay, good. God, imagine if I just wasn't able to do any damage. I was scared there. I was like, wind slash did nothing. 46. Okay, yeah, sure, yeah. Oh my God, I should be using these mid potions. You keep missing me, please. Nice. They don't pay me enough for this. Great. Okay, now that I've ticked off that bottom section, we can now go back to that room. I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything in that room. Like trying your best to explore an area fully. The fact that goddamn Fritz was in the castle, I wonder what he got put in here for. What did he do? Might have been simple as selling a berry, and the guard said, you're not allowed to sell those berries in this season. Guards, guillotine with him. We'll find out, I guess, when we go check in with him. There he is. You're welcome to fight me, but I will cyclone you both. Ready? Hi-ya! Now, I'll just have to lie and say all of the guards, they took the night off, and I didn't kill anyone, so I'm not a murderer. Hello, Warden. Somebody help! Why is that book floating? Was that paper floating off the table? Chrono, I came to rescue you. Oh, looks like you didn't need my help after all. Oh, well. Well, better not stick around too long. Let's go. A classified document has been left lying on the floor. Read it? Hell yeah. Dragon tank design specifications. Attention, Warden of the Guardia Castle Prisons. The head of the tank is equipped with the capacity to repair damage done to the body, an ingenious marvel of engineering. The head has also been enhanced with a shield to prevent damage by lightning and fire, leaving it vulnerable only to attacks with weapons such as swords and pistols. In short, your tank should be effectively invincible, provided no crazed lunatic gets the bright idea to run up and try and hack away at its head with a sword. Guardia Royal Arms Commission. Gee, I wonder if that's ever gonna be relevant. Whoa! 5 mid potions! Oh my god. I wonder if that means that I'm going to fight a tank of some sort, and I can just physically attack the dome so it doesn't heal itself. That would be so crazy if that was a thing that was really happening. But this well-timed classic confidential document has me a little bit suspicious. That's funny. What was that? Oh my god. On the bridge? What's the weight limit for this bridge? Forward, dragon tank! Crush those conspirators! Oh my god, cool. Cool! Dual tech firewall. Okay, let's attack the head, right? We attack the head. This is what we get for reading a piece of paper. The head has repaired damage. It repairs damage to itself, naturally. Ooh. Oh, head. Looks like we're a... Whoa! Looks like we're a crazed lunatic. Wow. Hey, Luca, we need to kill this head real quick. I'm getting hurt over here. Here's a mid potion. Oh, no repair. Oh, wait. Is it still ahead? Wheels storing energy for a charge. Nope, there we go. Attack the wheels. Is the rest of the body weak to fire and lightning? Only one way to find out. Cyclone. Nice. I assume we want to take out the wheel so it can stop charging us. That would be just the smartest thing. Burn enemies in a direct line. No more wheels! Oh my god. And now it has a... Oh no. Now it has a laser. Alright, we need to heal Luca really quickly. 200 is nice. So 200 for a mid potion. We survive. Fire whirl. Combo, both of you. Let's go. Melt the dragon. Oh, I know why it is. This game is so peak. Oh. There's so many nostalgic sound effects. My dragon tank, fix it quickly. Don't fool yourselves into thinking you'll get away with this. Just, oh man. What a joy. So many nostalgic sound effects that just still sound very familiar, even from the PS1 era, you know? Amazing. All right, we work our way down now. There you go. They're escaping. We've got no choice. We just have to plow through. Oh, yep. They're escaping! Stop that right now. Princess Nadia. Sorry. Stop that right now. That man is my friend, and you will treat him as such. But, Your Highness. You refuse to obey my orders? No, forgive me, my lady. Hold it right there. On your knees, His Grace King Guardia the 33rd comes before you. Father. Silence, Nadia. Your duties come before your whims. You are a princess before all else. No, I'm not. I'm a person first and a princess second. All of these little excursions of yours outside the castle seem to be having a bad influence on you. I'm not. It's not influence, it's common sense. Nadia. I can't live in this stupid castle anymore. I'm leaving. Princess Nadia. Come on, Chrono. Don't just stand there. After them. Oh, Nadia. There they are. Don't lose them. There's nowhere left to run. Come along quietly. I'm running. Oh, I'm running anyway. Whee! Oh no. Looks like a dead end. I don't know about that. A gate. Come on. Come on, we have no idea where it'll take us. We might not even be able to get back. Who cares? Anywhere's better than here. Princess Nadia! This is totally irrational, you know? Hurry, Chrono! Oh my god. See ya! Oh! His face! They disappeared! Yep. Yep, where are we? When are we? Ow. There's no way the chance they can get us here. But where are we? The civilization here seems pretty advanced. Oh no. Are we in the future? I'm gonna like open it up. You're in the year 2030 AD. Oh no, what? They got this thing here called Machina. Welcome to Zanarkand. The civilization here seems pretty advanced. It almost looks like we're in another world. Oh man, don't you be doing this to me. You can just activate it. What the hell? Okay, I assumed I would inspect it and it would say, we can't go back now, it's dangerous. Whoa, I can just immediately say, like, I don't, who cares, and come back. This game is very surprising. I think that's why I'm talking about this element in the courtroom and I'm on a trial. And, you know, usually there's an element of video games where, you know, you think about them in a very linear fashion, like, oh, they're not going to come up with like a B and an A route if I manage to get guilty or not guilty, and then the whole thing plays out. But then I'm like, maybe it's possible. It's possible they account for it. But then also the element that I desperate escape into the future, or maybe assumed future, and then I just turn around and leave, and then do it. You know what I mean? It's just so weird. Like, you expect to be able to interact with this and it just to have, you can't do that right now, or, you know, Luca would say, Chrono, we can't go back, the Chancellor's there. You know what I mean? Like, that's where my head is at. I don't know how much freedom I technically have, but yeah. I can just inspect a gate and off we go. A curious crest is engraved here and a mysterious force seals it shut. It plays the same music as those chests. Oh, wow. How advanced is this? She also says, like, maybe another world, which I assume is just, you know, you travel so far into the future, the world becomes unrecognizable to you. But Cran Dome. Got any cash? Yeah. This stuff real? Never seen money like this before. Oh well, I have some good stuff for you. Wow. Pocket blaster. Oh, I can already upgrade. I already bought the bronze stuff. Yeah. Get blaster. I'll grab it. I've earned it, I guess. How long until I find the next upgrade to this, which is something? Gotta spend money to make money, I always say. Now, so the mid potions are the ones that are worth 100, which is crazy. So I will be grabbing some more of those. Okay, let's equip our characters. At the very least, I will be able to sell some stuff if needed. Pocket blaster. So it had the air gun, so I could have bought that other gun before, and I'm glad that I didn't, because now we have this instead. We got a pocket blaster. Who needs a maiden suit when you can have an iron suit, right? If I just keep saving up money, someday it'll come in handy. That's what I tell myself anyway. There should still be some food at Aris Dome to the northwest if you can get through Site 16 alive. The specters that haunt the place can't be harmed by weapons like guns or blades. Bruce, Never heard of a dome by that name. This is Tran Dome. If you're looking for food, you won't find any here. Kingdom. Chancellor. Has the hunger driven you mad? This is an Enertron. You get a full night's sleep in a few seconds, but it won't do a thing for your hunger. Wow. Rest in the Enertron, yes. Energize me, and we all get in there together and huddle up for a nice bit of HP and MP restoration. But you're still just as hungry as before. Imagine if this game did have a hunger meter. We have literally desperately jumped into a gate, and we are now in like the apocalypse, where we've just straight up just made it to the end times. Where, what, they've made domes to be able to survive? I mean, it seems pretty clear that we have a lot of either meteorite craters, missile craters? You know? Angkor Dome is where we came from. Site 16, just like a completely devastated world. Either by war or environmental something with like the craters, I don't know, but they now have to make domes in order to survive. Oh my god. This is such a surprise. Stole a potion. Did I steal a potion, or it stole a potion from me? I think it stole a potion from me. Oh my god. What do we got here? Ruins. Ah! Get that off of me. Ruin Stalker and a Floral Horror. Okay. Get that thing. Wow. Hey, you mind if you stop healing? Alright, I think if maybe I pass over those, I'm gonna get items stolen. Do I have to catch it in order to get it back? I'm just, yeah, very, very surprised by this game. Like, wow. The rock things. Is that a crater as an enemy? Okay, sure. Face value, it really does and did feel like a little bit more of like a traditional fantasy setting, which I think I had in mind going in, because I was like, this seems to kind of be the feeling. But then you start seeing a little bit of technology, just like a tiny hint of it at the beginning of the game, and then I've now traveled into the far and unknown future of devastation to the world. And I'm on the second episode. I played for, you know, a few hours. It's amazing. It's thrown me such a curveball. All right, we have learned Allure. Confuse the enemy. Okay, that's me trying to avoid that. Avoid getting my shit stolen by the scavenging animals of the wild. And then avoid getting wrapped up in the tentacles. Very nice. Is this a chest? A silver sword. Another chest down here, I think. Berserker ring. Okay. Well, I'm boost attack defense, cannot control wearer. Okay, the classic, right? The classic berserk status. At the moment, I am actually straight up in a mindset of we are just fighting some random mobs. I'm kind of okay with that, and then I'll just need to unequip it later. Dude, there's a full car here. Look at that. That is a full car. Oh, and now I can see that that's like a traffic light. This is me slowly being able to actually, oh God. This is me actually learning about the environment eventually. I'm like, oh, I can see what that is. Yep, sewer grating. Damn. At first, it didn't come up as something I, you know, really recognize with all of them pixels, but now it is clear. Is that a fire hydrant? Hey, I've got auto battle on. I already can't control my characters right now while I fight the mobs. Chrono is on a nice berserker advantage. I don't want to go off into that side area from before. If possible. Here? Oh. Nope. It's not a side area at all. God damn it. Stop stealing my... It's a good thing I bought a million of them. All right. I was going to say I could have probably done a cyclone, but, you know. Oh, wait, what did they say? Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, no, they said that you can't. They said you can't. Flamethrower? Flamethrower does damage. Nice. I might need to take that ring off of Chrono after all. So I can... Oh, both enemies in sight. We lined them up. Nice. So we can do fire spin. They did tell us that. Oh, what is that? What the fuck is that? Dude, in the future, when the end of the world, tomatoes have mutated into monsters. They've got legs, they've got heads, and they only want one thing. Revenge against the humans that ate them for thousands of years. What the fuck? What? What is that? What is that? Alright, I'm gonna take the ring off, Chrono. You might need to actually do something. It was fun while it lasted. There's like it looks like a Digimon. There's a specific, not exactly, but it's called a mutant. There's a specific type of Digimon that has like the similar red and green color scheme, and it just kind of looks like that. Ew, all right, that's a mutant, I guess. That guy used to be a human. I mean, it's entirely possible. What did they mutate from, you know? Ooh, ghosts. They're cool looking. Fire whirl. Oh, if it's hiding, will it do damage? You guys need to get close. Get closer together. Yes. Dum, 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 dum. Yeah. It's fire, all right. Oh my god. Okay. Trying to heal the right person, but that's all right. We got spirits. They're coming for us. Oh man, they're in the perfect position. This just got back up out of the ground at the perfect time, buddy. You can all die together. Who made you, man? What did you consume to be this way? She spanks a tuckus at the mutant for the allure? That is funny. I've made it through Site 16. The Iris Dome. The abandoned sewers. I'm trying to see if I'm trying to look at the continent to see if it resembles anything that I've seen before. Site 32. I'm scared of the lightning. Why does Luca look like that? I guess that's just the overworld sprite. The Aris Dome. Oh my god, this music is so good. Immediately. Oh my god, it's so... This is one of those games where I get hit with such an intense level of nostalgia, but in the way that it's for something I'm not nostalgic for, like this game in particular, right? But it's the feeling, it's the era, it's just this sort of experience. You have all of those feelings of nostalgia crop up because it's so close to something else that I really cherish. I already am. I'm just in the right headspace to really appreciate it. Like, I've heard this type of theme before, you know, in Final Fantasy VII, in Final Fantasy VIII, in Final Fantasy X, but I'm hearing it in its own unique way, you know. This is like the kind of the sneaky around rundown area theme, you know. So we have another site. Oh, I was taken on a ride there. Who are you? You there? Where have you come from? We just came from the other side of the ruins to the west. What did you say? Hey, we've got people who crossed the ruins. What? Are you serious? So there are people strong enough to fight those mutants? Yes, and we're so well dressed for the time period. Daddy's gonna be back with some food soon. My husband left a food storage facility down below. We haven't seen him since. Proto Dome and an old abandoned factory site lie to the east. We can't get near them though. The places are filled with robots running berserk. Me, I didn't even tell you my name. I'm Doan. a descendant of the former director of this information center in the days when it was still one. Oh, dude, this is gonna be wow. Like, am I gonna meet your ancestor at some point when this is an information center? At a different point in, like, from my perspective, still the future, but not this far? A really interesting thing, I'm like, am I gonna do stuff in the past or like my present of 1000 AD that my actions could affect anything? I'm gonna step on a butterfly, you know, or the saying of the butterfly effect, and then maybe this is worse or better, you know? God damn. A descendant of the former director of this information center. This dome's substructure holds a supercomputer and a food storage facility, but the robot guards are still active and will not let us through. Ironic is it not, we starve right atop our own stores of food. Pardon me. Okay, we'll get it for you. There's something odd about you. Did you really come from the dome to the west? Technically, yes. All right, not that it really matters. I'll say no. Huh? A rift in time? Well, I can't help you, but if you can get the supercomputer and the substructure running, you might be able to find some helpful information. We could get information about how this happened, and that could give us an idea on how to prevent it. I'm sure this is not a future any of us wish for. You plan to go below? Of course. We've made many attempts ourselves, but they're always met with failure. Well, there's no way of knowing what will happen unless we try, right? It's nice to see such spirited young people for a change. Careful then, and come back alive. You can reach the continent to the south through the sewers, but I wouldn't advise it. That's where Death Peak sits, the source of all this devastation. And besides, even someone as strong as you would never stand a chance against the mutants that live down in those sewers. The source of all of this, huh? There's an old man living in a dome he built near Death Peak. Said he wanted to monitor it. Talk about crackpots. The door with the crest. Push it, pull it, bash it, the thing won't budge. Do you have money? You sure this stuff is money? Well, here's what I have. Some stuff if you need it. If I just keep saving up money, someday it'll come in handy. That's what the guy who left across the ruins used to say. Yeah, I met him. He's still saying it. This game is crazy. This game is crazy. Beyond the ruins. I can go back through that gate and just go back to the present time, but I don't know if there's anything to do with that, or if, like, we take a different direction. This is genuinely mind-blowing stuff. The fact that we've just been, you know, first episode flung in hundreds of years into the past, second episode flung even further into the future, to the point of we don't even know where we are, plus it being in absolute ruins. We can maybe help them by learning more. We'll check out if we can find a supercomputer down below, and we're going to be doing that one next time. Thank you so very much for watching the second episode of Chrono Trigger. I am just getting happier and happier the longer I spend with this game, and I think that's just going to continue. Like, that momentum is going to build. This is a really fun experience. There's a lot of nice humor that I really appreciate that even comes across in the sprite art, as well as like the dialogue. The sequences that we've played through have just felt amazing. So I hope you're enjoying the playthrough so far, 2 episodes in, and I hope you will continue to join me for the rest of it and are excited to see where this journey will take us. So thank you so very much for watching. Please leave a like and a comment and subscribe if you haven't already. It really does support the channel and means a lot to me. And you can get 2 weeks of early access via Patreon if you'd like to support me directly as well. But just you being here, watching and supporting means so much to me, and I really appreciate that I get to share an experience like this from my backlog. I will always be grateful for that. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.